Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about, I think, what is the most important aspect of the law of assumption, which was the game changer for me. Which means that, again, for many, many years I understood the law of attraction, and I would manifest little things, and I would manifest jobs, I would manifest things in my life, and everything was great, but people would still treat me wrong. People were still disrespecting me. People were still unloving towards me. And I felt that the more that I gave of myself, the more that I tried to make them see how much I love them. And I would do things for them. The more I sacrificed of myself, the more I felt that people were disrespecting me, unloving me, and not seeing exactly what I was trying to show them. It, I guess for me, my biggest self concept issue was being misunderstood. I had a lot of that in my life. And I find for a lot of my clients, that is one of the biggest self concept issues, is being misunderstood. So, all that to say, in a nutshell, the law of assumption states that everybody is you pushed out. You guys might have heard this, we call it EIYPO. Everybody is you pushed out. Everybody is a reflection of you. Everyone is a mirror of who you are. These are all, they all mean the same thing. So basically, is what it's saying is that how you feel about yourself is how people are going to treat you. Now, there's also the self concept of the world. So, this is why we say you create your own reality. So, whatever you believe to be true will be true for you. So, in your world, if men only come into your life for sex and they don't commit to you, that is your belief, then therefore that will be your truth. And that is what you're going to experience in your reality, in your physical human form. So, we need to change that belief system into men want only commitment from me. I mean, look at how wonderful I am. But the thing is that if you don't believe that you are lovable, if you don't believe that you are worthy or good enough or respected or loved or cherished, then you can't change the story of what is happening in front of you with these men. So let me recap. Self concept is two things. Number one, how you view yourself. And this is not self love. I want to make that very clear. A lot of you guys out there will say to me, well, I love myself and people still treat me like shit. Yeah, yes, it's important that you love yourself. Absolutely. Loving and accepting yourself is probably one of the most important things. But you can love yourself dearly, but still feel that you're unworthy of being loved, or that you still feel that you're not good enough. Do you see? You have come to the place where you accept that of yourself, which is great. But if you don't change the self concept, which is how you view yourself, this is where the issues arise. We all have energy fields around us. As discussed in my previous video, we are all energy. Everything on earth is energy, and we come to earth to play this game. Now, because we're energy, we also have this energy field or this aura. Joe Dispenza calls it the electromagnetic field. I'll just call it energy field because it's a lot easier. But the energy field that we have around us, if I could take a picture of all of you, got to ask yourself the question, what is that radiating? What are you radiating? Is most of what you are is anger, hate, resentment, and jealousy? And you have all these concepts of the world, which are, everything goes to shit for me, or nobody loves me, then that's what you're radiating outside yourself in your electromagnetic field. And that's what you're going to attract, because that's how we attract things in our lives, is by what you're thinking and feeling. And this thinking and feeling creates an energy field around you. This is why we say whatever you believe to be true, because if you believe it to be true, then you have an emotion connected to that. And that emotion and the thinking and the feeling and thinking and the feeling, this is all Joe Dispenza stuff, you will create an energy field around you that will radiate exactly that belief. And that is what you will attract in your life. Now, I used to be like that. And this is why people used to mistreat me or made me feel disrespected or mostly misunderstood, because everything I tried to make them do or see, do you not see how much I love you, came back in my face, and it was all quite hurtful. And I know this is why I know where you are right now when people are saying things to you and making you feel a certain way. But I'm here to tell you that if you change yourself, if you change the way that you view yourself, you will change the way that they will treat you. This is Neville Goddard. There's nothing, no one to change but self. And it all starts with you. So you're the one who needs to start saying, I am good enough. And in my case, I am understood. I am heard and understood. And everybody loves me and respects me. Now, the problem with this, guys, is that for most of us, because we've believed most of our lives that we were not good enough or that nobody loves us and things always go to shit for us, that's what we come to believe. And that's embedded in your mind. This becomes your neural pathways. We have these neural pathways in our brains that light up whenever we get triggered or that somebody says something to us. And this is why, and I find it very interesting that if somebody says to you, you're a piece of shit and you're stupid, we will believe it right away. But if somebody says to you, you're smart and you're beautiful, that we kind of sit back and go, we fight it off a bit, eh? Am I really pretty? Am I, no, I'm not really. No, I'm not really smart. It's a very interesting thing for me, this whole brain thing, how we can accept negative comments as truth. But if somebody says something beautiful and positive to you, you have to actually think about if it's a truth. So all this goes back to self-concept work. You need to change your belief system. You need to change how you view yourself in the world. And also, secondly, how you view people and things and situations in your life. Again, whatever you believe to be true will be your truth. So be careful with that. But on this channel, we're going to look at how you can change your self-concept and how you can become a better version of who you are. And a sign in the back window. I have to go look into this to make it stay. I'm still learning. And so it's just to show you guys, I want to be raw in this because, I'm 55 years old. And instead of retiring, I had started a whole new career a couple years ago. And here I am on TikTok, and here I am on YouTube and Facebook. And half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. But I know that my goal is to change people's lives because I have suffered my whole life. And my whole life, I wanted to commit. And when I was suicidal, my first attempt, I was 10 years old. So it's been a long, lonely, depressing, hopeless life that I've led. But since I found the law of assumption, that's why I say law of assumption is a game changer. Everything changed for me. And this is why I'm here, kind of not really knowing what I'm doing with this technology. But all I know is I want to get the word out there. All I know is I want to get you guys to understand what I understand now so you can change your lives. I want to change lives because you don't need to suffer. You don't need to suffer alone. You don't need to sit back and just handle or settle for what is in your life. You can change it all. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So all that to say, two things you need to understand. Self-concept of yourself, which is not self-love. It is the way that you view yourself. And secondly, how you view the world. So those two self-concepts need to be changed. So we'll look into that. I will have other videos that we will dig deeper into changing the self-concepts. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day. And as I always say, think about it. It's a real life changer.